Chuckload of Comics is brought to you by Cold War Games, creators of Squarriors, Fight Your Friends, and Lady Death Last Stand. For more information, visit coldwar.us. This week on Chuckload of Comics, Stranger Things Season 3. We've watched all 8 episodes. We're giving you our breakdown. Disney finally casts its Ariel for the upcoming Little Mermaid movie. And SpiderMan Far From Home. Does it live up to the hype? We are sharing our thoughts. All that plus how you can win a trip to Baltimore Comic-Con right here on Chuckload of Comics. Hey, welcome to another episode of Chuckload of Comics here on Sunday. We are broadcasting live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Right.
We're on vacation.
We're on vacation, but yet we will still broadcast to you people.
Exactly, the birthplace of cheese, PBR,
Yum.
beer, and apparently Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, right.
Jeffrey Dahmer, we just found out last night, is from Milwaukee.
Yeah, and not only is he from Milwaukee, but apparently he murdered his first 2 victims in this very hotel.
Killed his first 2 victims 3 floors below where we're sitting right now. I'm saying that with a smile. I really shouldn't. It's really a sad thing. But it freaked me out. We had to go visit the room. I think it was room 507.
Yeah.
Here we are taking Ducky and Bunny to room 507 to check out where Jeffrey Dahmer apparently killed 2 people. So come to the Ambassador Hotel if you're interested in true crime type stuff. If you're interested in serial killers, Ambassador Hotel in Milwaukee.
Apparently, there's a plot of land where he buried pieces of people
man.
like right around the corner.
So we figured we'd stay indoors and binge watch Stranger Things. We're going to get into Stranger Things in just a second. Before we do, a big shout out to our good friend Brad, who is the bar manager at Cantina Grill, Cantina Bar on Old World 3rd Street. We went and ran into Brad last night. He gave us this amazing Neil Adams autograph poster. Totally surprised us with us.
How cool is that?
Blew me away. Thanks a lot, Brad. Check him out at Cantina Bar and Grill, I think.
Just Cantina.
Just Cantina on Old World 3rd Street here in Milwaukee. So, we're in the hotel. We wake up this morning and we're like, you know what? Let's watch 1 episode of Stranger Things. We'll just watch 1
episode.
8 hours later, we had finished the entire Stranger Things Season 3.
That's right, people. We are on vacation and we spent the entire day in the hotel.
In the hotel. We're only here for 2 days. We spent the entire day indoors binge watching. It's the most bingeable season since the first one. I did not like Season 2. Of Stranger Things. Didn't do it at all for me. But man, Season 3,
oh man, it was
knocked it out of the park.
Obviously.
So good, guys. We're going to get into some spoilers later in this segment, but just so you know, if you haven't seen it, check it out.
Yeah,
Season 3 totally redeems itself.
Agreed.
Over Season 2.
Agreed.
It stars Jake Busey.
Yeah.
Carrie
cool.
Elwes.
Yes.
A lot of good characters and actors in Season 3 of Stranger Things.
I know.
Shauna, did you like it?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was great. Like you said, it's definitely my favorite season after 1.
Definitely.
I mean, Season 2 wasn't that good.
It was insanely bingeable.
And
I
this
enjoyed
is
the hell of
the
it.
first show I've ever binge watched, so that's got to say something, right?
Never ever done that. Never sat through and done 8 hours of television watching in one shot. Not even with the Netflix Marvel stuff.
I know. But I thought it was great. It was so much fun.
It was awesome.
I love the new monster. I love the whole plot of the show.
Yeah, I like
really
that whole
cool.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers kind of thing that they did sort of in the first half, where the Demogorgon, the new monster people are kind of taking over people's brains.
Right.
It was killer.
It's
It was
awesome.
absolutely spectacular. The most depressing ending.
Aww.
The death of a very fan favorite character
I know.
passes away. Everybody's breaking up.
Yeah, right.
Relationships are ending throughout the entire show. People are breaking up. People are splitting up. People are dying.
It's kind of sad.
They somehow topped the death of Mikey from Season 2.
Right?
They actually made an even worse death. A more heartbreaking death.
Are you just
going to
go out and say it? I mean, you said it was kind of spoiler heavy.
Yeah, Hopper.
Hopper
Dennis
gets it.
Dennis Hopper.
Jim
Hopper. David Harbour eats it at the very end.
Very last episode. It's devastating.
And it feels like it might be the
horrible.
last season.
Yeah,
because usually at the end of
definitely.
all these seasons, they do like this last scare right at the end, like a little post-credit sequence. None of that
Didn't
happened.
happen.
Didn't get the
And
vibe.
everybody moved away.
Everybody's
It
getting
was super
older.
sad. sad. It was like
people are dying. Everybody's split up. It feels like it's going to be the last season. I hope it's the last season.
Well, we also know how Netflix does. They're three
seasons and
out,
done.
So,
Yeah, right.
so I'm not surprised.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I think it's it. I think this is it.
I think so too, guys.
Season
Well,
of Stranger Things.
we want to know what you guys think. Did you watch the entire 8-episode season 3 of Stranger Things? If you did, if you binged it, leave us a comment. Really, really curious how you felt about sitting through 8 hours only to have a really, really sad ending. How the rug ripped out from under you after 8 hours. You're already tired and exhausted and feeling bad, and then bam, they hit you with that. Whew.
I think I almost saw Chuck cry for the first time ever.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because you didn't.
He just doesn't cry.
So moving on, guys, the next big story of the week. We finally got an announcement that Disney has cast its Ariel in the upcoming live-action Little Mermaid.
Yeah, because that's what Disney does now, is all
Live
these live-action remakes.
Live-action remakes. Well, it rocked the internet with the announcement of Halle Bailey. Not Halle Berry. It's going to be a while before I can say this name without accidentally saying Halle Berry. Halle Bailey. I am so excited about this casting. I was totally unfamiliar with Halle Bailey. I've never seen her before, never even heard of her. But as soon as I saw a picture, I was like, oh my God, she looks
like a freaking mermaid.
Like a freaking mermaid. She looks exactly like a mermaid. Before I get into how much I love her, I want to do a quick note to all you pieces of crap haters out there. As soon as this was announced, there were instantly backlash from people online, total assholes for obvious reasons. I mean, you don't even need to talk about like why people are pissed, but let me just tell you something. Take a look at Halle Bailey right now. Yeah. Just look at her. Look at look at her face. Yeah. Look at that giant. She looks like Ariel.
She's got those big eyes that just
giant
pop out.
Smile.
Perfect, like heart-shaped face. Big, beautiful smile.
Ariel is an impossible body type.
Yeah, right?
Minus, the whole half fish thing.
Sure.
But she's got a waist like 3 inches. I mean, she's just like
curvy.
Very curvy and hourglassy. Look at Halle Bailey. Looks exact. She's got the body type.
Yeah, I know.
Of Ariel. It's perfect, and she looks really nice.
Yeah.
She can sing.
Yes,
for God's sake,
Ariel
hire
can
a
sing,
singer.
As we all know.
If they would have done somebody who couldn't sing, and they were just, you know what? Let me say one more thing. If you took somebody with all these features, the big smile, the big beautiful eyes, the fact that she's young is awesome. She's 19 years old.
That's great.
So you do that, but it's a white girl. Nobody would have said a word. They would have been praising Disney's casting. Where did you find this girl?
Yeah.
That's what they'd be saying. But the fact that she's a black girl, not everybody, but there's a couple of those assholes out there. So screw you, assholes.
Absolutely.
You're going to be blown away. Check out Halle Bailey. If you don't know anything about her, it's really a success story.
I bet all those haters are the same people that love The Patriot. But hey, the main stars of The Patriot are 2 Australians. So how do you figure that?
Sure. What Shauna just said. Where was I? Halle Bailey. So she got her start. Her career was in YouTube. She was a YouTube sensation. Her and her sister.
Oh, good for her.
They started out doing Beyonce Knowles covers on YouTube, and they were such good singers, and they got so popular that Beyonce got wind of it.
What?
Signed them to her record label.
That's awesome.
She started getting some acting gigs over at Disney on TV shows.
Nice.
She did some stuff. I think it was on ABC. Just small parts in Grownish. She was a small part in that, but this is her first feature film. So her career's blowing up. She's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
What do you want from Ariel? You want somebody who can sing, someone who's young, and someone who's petite and beautiful.
Yeah.
She's the whole package.
That's pretty much it.
Whole package. It's produced, and I think some of the songs will be written by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
That's awesome.
Here's where I have a little bit of issue, because I am not a musical person. I didn't really like the songs from Hamilton, the ones that I've heard. Not really my cup of tea. So I'm hoping they don't too overly show tune.
Yeah.
I know, Disney movies, they are kind of show-toony to begin with.
Live action ones haven't been, except for, I think Beauty and the Beast was. I never saw that. But, yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping Lin-Manuel Miranda doesn't over-show-tune the thing out of it, just because he is, Broadway producer and all. But, yeah. And the other big question is what's Halle Bailey's acting ability?
Yeah.
That's going to kind of make or break it, but hey, she looks great, she looks the part, and she can sing. That's pretty good in my book.
Obviously, they hired her for the role, so I'm sure she can act,
too. She's been the front runner for a while, they were saying.
Awesome.
They've had her on a short list.
Good
and now it's
her.
officially been made official.
Good for you.
Good for you, Halle. Not Barry, Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey.
We are very proud of you. Can't wait to see that first trailer.
Agreed.
I was not excited about Little Mermaid at all.
Now I am.
And I kind of want to see that first trailer, right now. Also, I hope they don't give her the bright red hair.
Yeah.
As long as we're talking about it,
Okay.
I hope, like, she's got this long, beautiful braided hair.
Yeah.
Keep that, man.
Yeah,
I would like to
good
see how
point.
that looks flowing under the sea.
Right?
As opposed to big, bright red,
Yeah.
cartoony red hair.
It doesn't have to be red hair.
Give her natural hair.
Yeah.
Love it. Halle Bailey, we can't wait to see what happens with you
and congratulations.
in The Little Mermaid.
What an awesome role.
So one other thing, guys. Spider-Man
Yeah.
Far From Home dropped in theaters
You
this
may
week.
have heard about it.
Been looking forward to this movie forever.
Uh-huh.
Ever since before Endgame, but especially after Endgame.
Yeah, no kidding.
The theater was packed when we went and saw it. It's making all the money. It broke the record for highest grossing Tuesday opening movie of all time.
And yet you still think Lion King's going to beat
I
it out.
think Lion King's going to beat it in the end. When they finally
Okay.
cross the finish line, I think Lion King's going to come out on
Gotcha.
top. But so, Shauna,
Yeah.
I liked Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yes.
Didn't quite live up to my expectations with the hype. I know I'm one of the few. I'm one of the lonely people whose expectations were so insanely high that it just didn't quite reach the bar.
I think it reached my expectations, but I think you have an issue with it because you kind of nailed the entire plot.
That's the other thing.
So,
That's the problem with fan
you-
theorizing is when you get it right, you know, it kind of takes some of the shock and awe
Right,
away when it
exactly.
finally
So,
happens.
even though I knew your theory and I kind of bought into it, rightfully so, because that's
Yeah.
pretty much what happened.
No chameleon,
I still
though.
thought it was great. Yeah, that's true. But I still really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
The only thing that didn't live up to the hype for me was the post-credit sequences.
Really? Everybody was like, these post-credit sequences
Yeah.
are massive game changers. It's going to change the MCU. It's the most important post-credit sequence since Thanos. Didn't really get that vibe. It was really cool to
Yeah.
see J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson again and how he demasked. He pretty much outed Peter Parker. That was badass.
Mysterio did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mysterio did. That's
Yeah.
right. But yeah,
Still,
you know.
I mean,
didn't shock me.
I was expecting X-Men or
Something. Fantastic Four, Baxter Building.
just because of all the hype and the new merger and buyout. And
Yeah, show me Dr. Doom.
Oh, well.
Take us to Latveria or something cool. Didn't really happen. And the last one with the Skrulls, that didn't
Chuck
really.
called it.
Yeah, and that one didn't really blow me away either.
Yeah.
But yeah, I knew it. I knew going into it, Nick Fury was not going to be Nick Fury.
Yeah.
I knew going into it that obviously Mysterio is going to flip the script on everybody midway through the movie, and he's the
Yeah.
bad guy. Obviously,
Yep,
half the
that's-
stuff you see is going to be an illusion.
Right.
The elementals were going to be an illusion.
Yeah.
One other thing, and I'm not poo-pooing on it because I really did enjoy the film.
Yeah,
I liked it more than Captain Marvel. I liked it. It lands firmly in that middle of my favorite MCU movies. It doesn't
Uh-huh.
crack my top 5. Definitely not in my bottom 5.
Right.
So it's kind of living in the middle. I was hoping for a little bit more of a sell on the multiverse thing, because I was
Oh,
really
yeah.
expecting them to try to sell the multiverse thing
Gotcha.
hard. They mentioned it once,
Yeah.
and then it never really got mentioned again.
Well, they mentioned it, but it was Mysterio who mentioned it, and
Yeah.
then it turns out it was all an illusion to begin with.
Well, we know
so-
it was an illusion, but it would have been cooler if they really tried to sell
Yeah.
Peter on it.
I gotcha.
I don't know. I
That
was
makes
expecting
sense.
a little bit more explanation of a potential for a multiverse.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to be bunk, from the
Yeah.
start.
Of course. Of course.
What were your favorite parts of the movie, Shauna?
Oh my gosh, Jake Gyllenhaal killed it.
Yeah.
When you first told me that he was cast as Mysterio, I was just like, no, that's gonna be awful. But then as soon as you started seeing the pictures and the trailer, and it was like, wow, this is great. He nailed it as like the good guy turned bad guy. It was great. I think pretty much every scene he was in was awesome.
And he looked great. The
Yeah.
CGI was actually really, really good.
Yeah.
Loved the special effects.
Mhm.
The only special effects I didn't really like was a lot of the Peter Parker stuff. Some of that stuff looked
Really?
a little bad. There's certain parts in there I could tell he was hanging on a wire.
Yeah.
Like, when he was jumping across little logs and
Sure.
vents and stuff, I was like, that doesn't even look remotely real. But all the CGI stuff looked phenomenal.
Yeah, that's true.
And Jake Gyllenhaal's costume looked incredible.
Yeah. The
yeah.
elementals look great.
The elementals did
Yeah.
not look bad at
Mhm.
all. Loved the relationship with Peter and MJ.
Yeah.
They nailed that. Like,
They
totally nailed it.
Yeah.
You could tell that they were two kids falling in love. Big time.
Oh, so cute. And every
Yeah.
scene with Happy, of course, too.
Happy.
John Favreau, he's great.
Happy and Aunt May, man, that was an awesome little addition to
Yeah,
it. Nice
yeah.
nods to Tony Stark, obviously.
Mhm.
So lots of stuff to really, really love.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite live up to my incredibly high expectations. But, few movies
you have
do.
a lot of high expectations.
Yeah. Especially for The Lion King coming up. I got pretty high expectations for The
I
Lion King.
know, we all do, I think.
Okay, so Spider-Man, let us know what you think in the comments section, guys. We want to move on to something we've been talking about. We would like, some friends of ours would like to fly you and a guest to Baltimore Comic-Con.
Woo! What?
Shauna, Baltimore
Can we
Comic-Con.
enter the contest?
We can enter the contest.
We can.
And I think we should enter the contest really, really soon. This is not our official contest entry, guys. If you guys from the Comic Corps are watching this is not our official entry. You'll know it when you see it.
That's right.
So, you and a guest, trip for two, Baltimore Comic-Con. What do you have to do? It's in October, Baltimore Comic-Con. All you have to do to win is go find the guys, the Comic Corps. Who's the Comic Corps? The Comic Corps is like not only the coolest group of guys on the planet and gals. They're a comic fan community. They do live streaming videos, long format live streaming videos every single night of the week. Yep. Breaking down, the comic books they got this week. What comic books should you be collecting? What's happening in the world of news, wrestling, sports, everything nerdy, and it's a community thing. It's live streaming, so they'll have like 7 people in a live stream. Yep. So they got a chat board going. It's phenomenal. Love, love, love the Comic Corps. What they're doing?
Absolutely.
I'm going to get to the point. They're flying 2 people to Baltimore Comic-Con with airfare, hotel accommodations. They're gonna buy you a bunch of cool stuff.
Passes to the con, of course.
3-day passes to the con.
Oh my gosh.
So what do you do to win? Here's what you do. Look at the link in the description of this video. Go to the Comic Corps on YouTube. They're really easy to find. Just search Comic Corps. They got like a blue logo with a little C on it. Pretty easy to find. Find the Comic Corps, subscribe to their channel. So click on that subscribe button, and then here comes the fun part. Make a short video.
That's so much fun. It's easy.
Doesn't have to be fancy. Just make a nice little short, fun video explaining sort of why you should get picked to go. Like what makes... Tell them something about how great comic books are. Tell them something about how you just really want to go to this convention coming up in October. Tell them why you're the super fan.
Yeah.
Just make a video and then post the video to YouTube and just tag them in it. Share it with them somehow. Go to one of their channels and...
Man, you guys are so cool.
I know.
Guys and gals.
And that's all you got to do. You can shoot the whole thing on your cell phone.
So you know what? If I shot a video without you and I won, do I have to take you?
Take whoever you want. You can take the cat.
Just kidding.
Take anybody you want to take.
I take Chuck
to Baltimore Comic-Con. So there, you got it, guys. Find the Comic Corps on YouTube. Click that subscribe button. Make a short little video, and then just post that video to YouTube and share it with them.
Easy.
Share it with them somehow. Make sure somehow they see your video.
Yeah.
And bam, you're entered. Trip for 2, airfare,
Easy peasy.
alcohol, tickets.
We're not 100% sure if alcohol's included.
We know these guys. Alcohol's included. That goes without saying. So that's it, guys. That's kind of your whole week in review, guys. Let us know what you think about the Little Mermaid casting. Let us know, do we miss the mark on SpiderMan? And if you binged 8 hours of Stranger Things, let us know how you're feeling today.
Yeah.
Because that was a sit. That was a sit and a half.
I know.
It was like sitting around watching Endgame 3 times.
Yeah, right. But it was kind of nice in a hotel because you have the bed and we have couch. You have bed, and we went bed to couch to bed to couch.
We
to
did.
Bed to couch.
It was awesome. So anyway, guys, we're going to get back to Milwaukee. We got lots of cheese to eat and PBR to drink. So have a fantastic week.
Yes.
See you here Sunday next week for the Week in Review. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, please do. Join us here every Sunday for the Nerdy Week in Review. Have a fantastic Independence Day weekend.
Yay.
We'll see you here next Sunday.
Bye-bye.